Jai Sri Gandharati Giridhara Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki Sarvagna Vinash Lakshmi Narasimha Bhagwan ki Bhakti Shiramani Bhakti Prahlad Maharaj ki Padita Pavan Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Go Premanand Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna to all. Once again, welcome. And today we'll be having a special session. That's the biography of Srila Prabhupada. So we'll start with Mangalacharan, then we'll start. Chandrasekhar Prabhu, can you share Mangalacharan? And I request everyone to turn on the videos. Today, as there is a photo session during Mangalarti, so you should just fold your hands and don't cover your face, please. It should be below. Okay, you just, along with me, you'll be chanting Mangalacharan. And I hope Raji Prabhu or Chandrasekhar Prabhu will do the screenshot. Chandrasekhar Prabhu?
1 second, Prabhu. I'm looking there. Yeah, Raju Prabhu can share.
Yes, Prabhu?
Yeah, Raju Prabhu is sharing, Prabhu.
Raji Prabhu is sharing? Okay, fine. Yes. So this is full Mangalacharan. So from past 18 days, like we were chanting only the short form of it with Om Ajnanatimirandasya, Prabhupada Pranam Mantra, then Jai Sri Krishna, Hare Krishna. But today it will be the full Pranam Mantra, this full Mangalacharan. So you can find this in the Bhagavad Gita introduction. Okay. Now let us start with this Mangalacharan. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakada Mahyam Dadati Svapatantikam Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Shah He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhabhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapada Swami Niti Namine Nama Acharya Padaya Nitikalpapadaya Gauragata Damadaya Nagaragaramattarne Mukam Karoti Vachalam Bangam Langaya Shri Guru Dhiratarinam Paramanandam Madhavam Shri Chaitanya. Hare Krishna. So, but many not turn on their videos. Fine. So whoever on, we have taken them, and you will be in our remembrance. So whenever the session is going on, you'll be showing this photos of the devotees who had come for this batch. Okay, fine. Now, Chandrasekhar Prabhu or who will be sharing the video?
Yeah, I'll share it, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. So attentively, you hear now that this is a small video of around 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. And this is about the life history of Srila Prabhupada. Only it is 50%. Till he's going to America and how it is changing. After that, nothing is there. After that, something you can read in the PDF where everyone have the chance to read. Okay, yes, Prabhu, you can start.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Calcutta, 1896, the capital of India, the crown jewel of the British Empire, an elegant city of wide avenues and spacious parks. It is here that Aboy Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami is born. A pure devotee of Krishna from birth, Aboy Charan is raised in a well-to-do mercantile family. From infancy, he goes with his father to the Radha Krishna temple, and at age 4, the child spontaneously begins worshipping similar deities in his home. When Aboy Charan hears of Ratha Yatra, a traditional festival in honor of Lord Krishna, it further inspires his natural devotion. With his father's help, every year he holds his own small celebration, drawing the neighborhood children into the festivities. At age 8, Aboy Charan enters the nearby Mati Lal Seal School. After graduation, he attends Scottish Churches College, one of the most respected in Calcutta. At the time, Mahatma Gandhi is organizing his countrymen in a nationwide boycott of everything British. Gandhiism is surging through India, uniting her in a massive non-cooperation movement. Sensitive to British subjugation of India's culture and people, Aboy Charan becomes an early supporter of Gandhi's movement. But 1922 marks a turning point in Aboy Charan's life. He meets Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami, the greatest devotee of Krishna of his time. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta belongs to the disciplic succession of spiritual masters extending back to Lord Krishna himself. He convinces Aboy Charan that Krishna's spiritual message transcends India's dependent position. Nothing is more important. He requests Aboy Charan to spread Krishna consciousness in the Western world. Aboy Charan hears and is deeply impressed. By this time, Aboy Charan has a growing family. He moves to Allahabad and starts a successful pharmacy. All the while, his spiritual master's words remain implanted in his heart. In 1933, he becomes a disciple of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, who comments, "He will do everything in due time." 3 years later, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta leaves this world, after again requesting Aboy Charan to preach in English. Aboy Charan takes his words to heart and starts writing prodigiously. In 1944, he single-handedly begins publishing and distributing Back to Godhead, a fortnightly. The first issue addresses the crisis of war. The Second World War within 20 years is scourging the earth. Back to Godhead points out that people throughout the world want an end to war. But so often they want God's kingdom without God, and they cannot have it. All our plans will be doomed to failure by our own selfishness unless we turn to God. After the war, Aboy Charan moves to Jhansi and founds the League of Devotees. He prepares a charter for an international organization, its members dedicated to a peaceful, God-centered life. Following tradition, at age 58, Aboy Charan retires from family life, and 5 years later accepts the renounced order. He is now known as A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. He lives alone in the historic medieval temple of Radha Damodar in Vrindavan, engaged in deep studies and writing. It was in Vrindavan that Lord Krishna revealed his pastimes 50 centuries ago, and saintly persons throughout the ages have worshipped this land as the most sacred on earth. Unlike other holy men who live there, Bhaktivedanta Swami is not thinking of retiring. For him, Vrindavan is a source of inspiration, an ideal place to chant, worship, and write. Here he begins work on his life's masterpiece, translation and commentary on the monumental devotional classic Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhaktivedanta Swami calls it a cultural presentation for the re-spiritualization of the entire human society. But often he leaves Vrindavan to print his magazine and books in nearby Delhi. Traveling takes time and tolerance, but Bhaktivedanta Swami accepts it as part of his spiritual mission to broadcast devotional service to Lord Krishna. In Delhi, Bhaktivedanta Swami personally distributes copies of Back to Godhead, and with small donations, struggles to maintain the publication. By 1964, Bhaktivedanta Swami completes 3 volumes of Srimad Bhagavatam. Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri lauds his accomplishment and recommends his books for placement in India's public libraries. Sumati Morarji, chairman of the Scindia Steamship Company, gives contributions for printing Bhaktivedanta Swami's books and arranges for his passage to America. Bhaktivedanta Swami, a lone mendicant, 70 years old, traveling halfway across the world. His only resources, the message he carries and his unflinching faith. The voyage on the Jaladuta proves a great trial. Bhaktivedanta Swami endures seasickness and then suffers severe chest pains. In 2 days he has 2 heart attacks. If another comes, he thinks he will surely not survive. But gradually he recovers. He writes, "I feel today better, but I am feeling separation from Vrindavan. I have no qualification, but I have taken up the risk just to carry out the order of my spiritual master." September 17th, 1965. The Jaladuta arrives in Boston Harbor. On board, Bhaktivedanta Swami writes, "My dear Lord Krishna, you are so kind upon this useless soul, but I do not know why you have brought me here. Most of the population here is absorbed in material life. How will I make them understand your message? I can simply repeat your words, and if you like, you can make my power of speaking suitable for their understanding. I have no devotion, nor do I have any knowledge, but I have strong faith in the holy name of Krishna. I have been designated as Bhaktivedanta, devotion with knowledge, and now, if you like, you can fulfill the real purport of Bhaktivedanta." Signed, the most unfortunate, insignificant beggar, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Bhaktivedanta Swami arrived in America during a decade of discontent. There's widespread dissatisfaction with America's war in Vietnam, and with what some consider her racist, exploitative dealings at home and abroad. Disillusioned by the establishment, the youth create a counterculture of their own. Around the time Bhaktivedanta Swami came, waves of Americans are breaking away from the status quo, searching for an alternative. Krishna was all along preparing something, Bhaktivedanta Swami later wrote, and he brought you to me one by one, sincere boys and girls, to be trained in Krishna consciousness. Now I can see that it is a miracle. Otherwise, one old man with only a few books to sell for barely getting food, how could he survive, what to speak of introducing a God-conscious movement in a materialistic society? For Bhaktivedanta Swami, these are happy days. Singing and speaking with the vigor of a young man, he brings the Hare Krishna movement into the public eye, by chanting in the parks, by distributing Back to Godhead magazine, by holding free Sunday love feasts. Many are attracted. His hopes for the future expand without limit. The Hare Krishna movement has taken root.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji. Now we can do the reading of biography, Prabhu. You are on mute, Prabhu, I think.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So meanwhile, if someone is willing to share your experience on Srila Prabhupada, you can do it. You can raise your hand. No? Okay, you can share, Prabhu. Let them read. Later back the page.
Okay.
So I request who are willing to read can raise your hand and turn on the video. You can start reading. Or else I'll call the names one after the other. So first I'll start with Muda Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna to everyone.
Yes, Mataji.
A brief biography of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. The Hare Krishna.
Chandrasekhar Prabhu, can you make a little bit bigger? And take the side, which is an export PDF something. Yeah. Yes, yes. And this also you can make a little bigger. No, not 200. 150? You type there, Prabhu. You type 150. Okay, this is sufficient. Okay, fine. Yes, Mataji.
His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, appeared in this world in 1896 in Calcutta, India. He first met his spiritual master, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami, a prominent religious scholar and founder of 64 Gaudiya Mutt's Vedic institutions in Calcutta in 1920. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati liked his educated young man and convinced him to dedicate his life to teaching Vedic knowledge. Srila Prabhupada became his devoted student and in 1933 his formally initiated disciple. At their first meeting, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati requested Srila Prabhupada to broadcast Vedic knowledge in English. In the years that followed, Srila Prabhupada wrote a scholarly commentary on the Bhagavad Gita and assisted the Gaudiya Mutt in its preaching work. In 1944, Prabhupada published Back to Godhead, a fortnightly newspaper written in English, single-handedly. Srila Prabhupada edited and typed the manuscripts, checked the galley proofs, and personally distributed the individual copies. Back to Godhead is now being continued by his disciples in the West in glossy, full-color magazine format.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. Next, Ajit Kumar Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
In 1950, Srila Prabhupada retired from married life, adopting the Vanaprastha retired order of life to devote more time to his studies and writing. He traveled to the holy seat of Vrindavan, where he lived in humble circumstance in the historic temple of Radha Damodar. For several years, he wrote prolifically and immersed himself in deep study. Prabhupada accepted the renounced order of life or sannyasa in 1959. At Radha Damodar temple, Srila Prabhupada began work on his life's masterpiece, a multi-volume translation and commentary on the 18,000 verses of Srimad Bhagavatam, the Bhagavat Purana. At this time, he also penned Easy Journey to the Other Planets, which focused on what Vedic literature of 5,000 years ago had to say about the aspiration of a space age man. After publishing 3 volumes of Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada, at 69 years of age, embarked on an arduous journey by sea to the USA in September 1965. His mission was to fulfill the order of his spiritual master and preach the message of Lord Chaitanya to the Western world. His divine grace continued to translate more than 50 volumes of authoritative commentated translations and summary studies of the philosophical and religious classics of India.
Yes, thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Next, Chitralekha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
When he first arrived by freighter in New York City, Srila Prabhupada was practically penniless. After almost a year of intense austerities, he established the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON, in July 1966. Before he passed away on 14th November 1977, he had guided the society and seen it grow to worldwide confederation of more than 100 ashramas, schools, temples, institutes, and farm communities. In 1972, His Divine Grace introduced the Vedic system of primary and secondary education in the West, by founding the Gurukula School in Dallas, Texas. Since then, his disciples have established similar schools throughout the US and the rest of the world. Srila Prabhupada also inspired the construction of several large international cultural centers in India. The society headquarters at Sridhama Bayapur is the site for a special city, an ambitious project for which construction will extend over many years to come. In Vrindavan are the magnificent Krishna Balarama Mandir, an international guest house, Gurukula School, and Srila Prabhupada Memorial and Museum. There's also a major cultural and educational center in Bombay, while major centers are planned in Delhi and a dozen other important locations on the Indian subcontinent. His Divine Grace.
Yes, thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Next, Chaitanya Mataji. So next, I request someone to turn on the video so that I can call your name. Yes. Yes, Chaitanya Mataji. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. His Divine Grace's most significant contribution, however, in his books, highly respected by scholars for their authority, depth, and clarity, they are used as textbooks in numerous college courses. His writings have been translated into more than 50 languages and sold in the hundreds of millions. The Bhaktivedanta Book Trust, BBT, established in 1972 to publish the works of His Divine Grace, has thus become the world's largest publisher of books in the field of Indian religion and philosophy. In just 12 years, and despite his advanced age, Srila Prabhupada circled the globe 14 times on lecture tours across 6 continents. Yet, this vigorous schedule did not slow his prolific literary output. His writings constitute a veritable library of Vedic philosophy, religion, literature, and culture. Srila Prabhupada wrote and published more than 80 volumes of spiritual literature, which he considered to be his most important contribution for the benefit of humanity. Despite the heavy demands of establishing and managing a worldwide movement, Srila Prabhupada never failed to rise in the very early hours to perform his beloved writing work. He applied great devotion and care in translating the ancient Vedic literatures into English from the original Sanskrit and Bengali languages. He would then dictate his famous Bhaktivedanta purports, further explaining the meaning of each verse and its relevance to the modern age. His books are highly acclaimed by scholars and students alike. See reviews below. The Prabhupada connection encourages everyone to take advantage of these timeless literatures, which are so rich in spiritual knowledge and potency.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. Next, Shirisha Yadav Mataji. Mataji, you have to unmute. You have to unmute yourself. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
The governing body commission GBC has made available a booklet in PDF format establishing Srila Prabhupada position as founder. Acharya, the publication is an important read and will benefit devotees generation after generation. You may visit the website founderacharya.com to download your copy. Books by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. These books are also available at our temple shop. Bhagavad Gita as it is, Srimad Bhagavatam, cantos 1 to 10, 25 volumes.
This is old PDF. Actually, now we have Bhagavad Gita 12 cantos complete. Yes, ma'am.
Should I read? Yes,
Mataji, please continue.
Okay. Teaching of Lord Chaitanya, the nectar of devotion, Sri Isopanisad, easy journey to other planets, Krishna consciousness, the topmost yoga system, Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead, 3 volumes, perfect questions, perfect answers, dialectical spiritualism, a Vedic view of Western philosophy, teaching of Lord Kapila, the son of Devahuti, transcendental teachings of Prahlad Maharaja, teaching of Queen Kunti, Krishna, the reservoir of pleasure, and the science of self-realization, the path of perfection, life comes from life, the perfection of yoga, beyond birth and death, on the way to Krishna, Raja Vidya, the king of knowledge, elevation to Krishna consciousness, the matchless gift, back to Godhead magazine.
Yes, thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Mataji? Mataji, you turned off your video. Vijaya Mataji is okay. Ashwita Mataji? Yes.
Scholars review Srila Prabhupada's book on Bhagavad Gita as it is. No work in all Indian literature is more quoted because none is better loved in the West than the Bhagavad Gita. Translation of such work demands not only knowledge of Sanskrit, but inward sympathy with the theme and the verbal artistry. For the poem is a symphony in which God is seen in all things. The Swami does a real service for students by investing the beloved Indian epic with the fresh meaning. Whatever our outlook may be, we should all be grateful for the labor that has led to his illuminating work. Dr. Geddes MacGregor, Emeritus Distinguished Professor of Philosophy, University of Southern California. The Gita can be seen as the main literate support for the great religious civilization of India, the oldest surviving culture in the world. The present translation and commentary in another manifestation of the permanent living importance of the Gita.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. Vijaya Mataji, can you read? Vijaya Katemani Mataji. Unmute yourself, Mataji. There's an option to unmute. Can you? You're not able to unmute? On the screen, you can see that. No? Okay, fine. So without turning on your videos, how could I call you? Okay. Chandrasekhar Prabhu, have you shared this PDF in the group?
Yes, Prabhu. Kavita has shared it.
Okay, fine. Thank you. So, okay. Others who have not turned on your videos, you can read this by yourself. Now, I think we'll end here the reading session. And now, Mamta Mataji, would you like to read? Yes, you can turn on, Mataji. You can turn on your video.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thomas Merton, theologian. I am most impressed with A.C. Bhaktivedanta, Swami Prabhupada, scholarly and authoritative edition of Bhagavad Gita. It is the most valuable work for the scholar as well as the layman and is of great utility as a reference book as well as a textbook. I promptly recommend this edition to my students. It is a beautifully done book. Dr. Samuel D. Atkins, professor of Sanskrit, Princeton University, as a successor in direct line from Chaitanya, the author of Bhagavad Gita, as it is entitled according to Indian custom to the majestic title of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. The great interest that is reading of the Bhagavad Gita hold for us that it offers us an authorized interpretation according to the principles of Chaitanya traditions.
Yes.
Oliver,
Thank you, Mataji. Another 6 or 7 pages are there. Anyhow, you all can read because I don't want one person to read. So 2 paragraphs is sufficient. Okay, fine. So now you can share your realization. So whoever is willing to share your realization can raise your hands. It can be on the session about your changes in your life or about Srila Prabhupada. It can be about the session or Srila Prabhupada or yes, Kumada Mataji. Hare Krishna.
I just wrote 2 minutes this thing about presentation.
Mataji, I am not able to hear.
Okay, I'll just. You are able to hear it, Prabhu?
Mataji, it's better if you remove your earphone.
Okay.
So from the.
Prabhu?
Yes, now it's okay.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I just 2 minutes, 2 minutes, if you can spare with me.
Yes,
I just
yes,
want,
yes.
Hare Krishna to every one of you. Dandavat Pranam. I am sincerely grateful to His Grace Suranatha Giridhara Das Prabhu for giving us such a wonderful discourse and sessions on Bhagavad Gita. I am genuinely amazed at how you could present the vast transcendental treatise of Gita in such a simple manner that we could all understand. I am sure we all could feel your efforts in preparing such detailed and visually appealing presentations and the countless acronyms you used in the presentations. And you articulated so many pastimes and many stories from the Bhagavatam for us to wholly imbibe the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita and ultimately practice Krishna consciousness with the right spirit and attitude. Not only that, you taught us the importance of chanting and got us fixed in the fundamentals of bhakti through various activities. Personally, for me, it is truly a joyous experience to hear from such an exalted soul like you, and I am fortunate to have gotten this opportunity to hear from you and associate with the other Vaishnavas as well, especially in the morning sessions. I sincerely pray for us, for your mercy, so that I can practically apply the teachings of Gita in my life, strengthen my sadhana, and practice Krishna consciousness to my best capacity, and always remain in service of Srila Prabhupada and other Vaishnavas. Thank you very much, Prabhu, for these excellent sessions. Hope to continue with your association and blessings for progress in Krishna consciousness in future also, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, for giving me this opportunity.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So this is not my this thing. So many devotees have worked on it. So there are many senior devotees who have come up with this PPT, and there, I hope you might have been heard of a great devotee, Sutta. So he has prepared this acronym. On that, many other devotees worked on it. Then me and our team worked on it. So from the day one, for example, it started from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I can say. Then it came to Srila Prabhupada. Then it is making more and simplified, because what is happening? We are getting degraded day by day. So acharyas cannot sit there. So if they're sitting there, nobody, in those days, when a person wants a guru, he'll go to the ashram for the gurukul, he'll serve him for many months and years. Then the guru will ask, who are you? For what for you have come here? Then you will admit him and then he will guide him. That is the way. But nowadays, the guru has to come down because we are getting, they cannot at least bother the time. We need a spiritual master. So they come down to us, they make it very simplified so that let us all accept. In that way, it's not only my work or this thing. So from the day when it has started, so now the same PPT which we have. So I'm just, it's only a copy paste method, nothing of my own this thing.
But still the way you presented it and in a simple manner, which we can understand.
Yes,
Reading one sloka, we are getting it, but still a gist of it, and within 20 days you've given us excellently, Prabhu. And thanks to all of you, Prabhu. All
Thank
of
you,
you.
it is my spiritual master's mercy on me.
Yes.
He's giving his mercy. Just I'm presenting that. That's it. Thank you, Mataji. Okay. Others? Anyone else? No? Okay, fine. If nobody is willing to share your realization in thing, so Chitra Lekha Mataji.
Prabhuji, like I don't know how to tell you, but the day one, because I was not able to unmute the video, but whatever you were telling, whatever you are giving the messages, I'm following. I'm a devotee of Krishna from maybe past from 4 years. I was like eating non-veg like 2 to 3 days, like it was like that for me.
Mataji, even now you can eat non-veg.
No, Prabhuji. I left 4 years back.
Yes.
No, I left 4 years back. From 4 years, I don't eat.
It's good.
I follow Ekadeshi. So and after hearing from you, so like I don't know. Today is the last session. I am feeling like.
No, tomorrow is the last session. Mataji.
Tomorrow is the last session. Okay, but
Session. So this is not the end. In the mornings we have this chanting session and weekly once special sessions of 1.5 hours.
Okay.
So
thank you so much, Prabhuji. To being with you for 18 days, it's a blessed for us. Keep your blessing on us.
Definitely, I'll pray to Lord Krishna and my spiritual master so that whoever is coming to Bhagavad Gita, they should be blessed.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Become pure devotees and get the mercy of Gaurnitha and back to Godhead.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Thank you,
Mataji.
Thank you.
Okay, so now nobody is raising the hand. So whoever has turned their videos on, so I'll be calling them. Okay. Yes. Ashwita Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I'm very happy, Prabhuji. Thank you so much because of you and the full team. We come to know what is Bhagavad Gita, especially for me, because it is not possible to attend morning session, Prabhuji. My mama used to say, join, but at what time? I have to leave at by 6:30. So, and I love Kirtana. Whole day it is going on. When I'm not taking lectures, when I'm driving, every time I'm chanting, every time. Yes, same thing. I used to eat non-veg, but before only I thought, I have to leave. Not because of Bhagavad Gita. I saw many videos, but like many videos where like poor people, how they treat. So now I'm decided, I'm 100% confident that yes, now I'm going to convert myself. Thank you so much because of you and full team. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. And I would like to continue.
Yes, thank you, Mataji. Thank you. So even in the mornings you can join. Even if you're leaving by 6:30 or something, you can have your earphones. You can hear, and you can even if you are traveling, that's fine.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. So next, Ajit Kumar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Prabhu.
The experience was really blissful, actually. See, I am into this ISKCON, means I'm following last 3-4 years. Earlier I was in Mathura for my work related. So from that onward, I totally inclined to Krishnaji, and we follow this religious things. But never got the opportunity to continuously learn and listen this Gita, Bhagavad Gita. But last 18 days, I am continuously able to read. It is the mercy of Lord and basically. So I'm grateful for that, and I hope I will continue. Yeah, just to pray for me. I will continue.
Why hope, Prabhu? Why hope? You should. You should continue.
Because last 3 years means it's like ups and downs. I chant for 10-15 days, then I stop, then I chant.
This
so
is online.
This
is online.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, you can get connected and chant. Because see, when you have devotees association, that's difficult. Being alone and doing, definitely it's very difficult.
Yes,
being a staunch devotee, also it's difficult without association. But already you're joining with some devotees, you'll be seeing them, and you start chanting, and you hear every day that I am not this body, I am so. So in that way, you are only one relation, that is Krishna. So in that way, you start chanting.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. It's Chaitanya Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
So I would like to thank from my bottom of the heart to the whole team and you, Prabhuji. It's I think it's the grace of God which allowed me to be associated with such a wonderful team. So it's purely grace of God. And I would like to continue with this spiritual journey, and still a lot more to do. I promise that I put as much as effort I'm able to put in future also. There is a lot of changes in my the mindset. It has become calm, relaxed, and I have got that what is that courage, powerful, that Krishna is with me. So there is a lot of changes in my life, Prabhuji, after these 18 sessions. I'm really thankful to you, and please keep us in your prayers, and bless our family, Prabhuji.
Definitely, Mataji. Okay.
And there are a lot of habits which I have started, like everyday Naivedyam and chanting, and these are all helping me a lot. Even I feel when I'm sleeping, the chants are going on in my mind. So it's really nice to experience this. It's purely Krishna's blessings, and I thank God for this. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Please practice this and reach to others also, so that even your family members and relatives, friends, colleagues, let everyone join Krishna consciousness, so that you will get a better association surrendered to you. Okay? Yes, not only you, I'm saying for everyone this. Yes, Mataji. Okay, next, Santosh Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.
Krishna, Dandavat.
Prabhuji, one request I'm having. Even after 18 days, please take one day at least, once in a week, one class, Prabhuji, for the batch.
Yes, Prabhu. I'll be there, Prabhu. I will be there. So I have
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
I have many other plans, and it was not coming to my expectation, especially this English sessions. I don't know why. But in this Kannada sessions, so at least, I'm saying, at least 100 devotees come for the next level. That is for the chanting sessions. So we have a variety of this thing. We make the small groups, make them, so there is family like atmosphere. And we have around 350 to 400 devotees. There are so many small groups we create, and there's a personal guidance to them. So making them to come to them. And there is no force in it. No, we are not forcing anyone. But they themselves, there's so much of what I can say, guidance, or the visibility is becoming very easy for them to come to the next level and get more and more Krishna conscious in that way. But English, this is, I think, the third or fourth session I'm doing for English. But still, it's only, now see, today also it's 34 is the strength. Then Chandrasekhar, me, all we hope it's around 30. Then you see in the morning chanting sessions, I couldn't find anyone in the morning sessions. At least 5 or 6 devotees are coming, I think. In that way, if you are coming there, then I'll be having many other things. So when the number is more, so even my, what I can say, involvement becomes more. But then when the number is less, then I'll say Sindhu Mataji or Chandrasekhar Prabhu, someone to take care of the chanting sessions, and this way it's going on. So let me see, Prabhu. This time at least I should continue the weekly sessions and some days on the chanting session, and I should have this kind of groups and make it as I'm doing in Canada. Same thing has to be done in English also. I'll pray to my Gurudev so that if he shows some path or way to me doing more. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, and this 18 days, these were really very blissful because, listening to you, we were in a different mood when we were listening to you. And thank you so much, Prabhu, to, answer all the questions. Maybe those may be very stupid questions, whatever they were, but you answered it very patiently, particularly of mine, because, I had daily one or the other question I was asking you and troubling you a lot. So thanks a lot, Prabhuji. Thanks a lot. It was really very blissful. I would like to continue with you because Prabhuji, getting a lot of knowledge. I'll tell you, Prabhuji, I came to ISKCON Bangalore. This was somewhere around 2005 or 6. That time I was not into Bhagavad Gita. I was not reading. I just came to visit Bangalore. That time I came to ISKCON Bangalore. But during COVID time, somehow I got connected with ISKCON. And the journey started from there. And these 18 days, these were really out of the world, really transcendental. Thanks a lot, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Next, Shirisha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಬಹುದಾ?
Yes, Mataji, ಯಾಕಿಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ Mataji. Others also, if you are not able to say something in English, you can say in your mother tongue. It can be Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, Hindi. Okay. Other than that, yes, Mataji.
ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ನನ್ಗೆ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ಗೆ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಸರ್ಚಿಂಗ್. ನಾನು ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ನಾನು ಹೇಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ಗೆ, ನಾನು ಹೇಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಒಂದ್ ಬ್ರದರ್ ಮೂಲಕ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವ್ರು ನನ್ಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಗೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಜಿ ನಂಗೆ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಗೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಅರ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಎದ್ದೋಳೋ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ನಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೇನ್. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆದಾಗಿಂದ ನಾನು ಅರ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್ 4:30ಗೆ ಎದ್ದೊಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಡೂ ಚಾಂಟಿಂಗ್. ಅಂಡ್ ನಾನು ಮನೇಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಿರ್ಚಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ನಂಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಪೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಕ್ಕೂ. ಬಟ್ ನನ್ಗೆ ಕಾಮ್ನೆಸ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂಡ್ ನನ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಇರ್ಬೇಕು, ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ನಾನು. ಬಟ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನನ್ಗೆ ತಡೀತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಆದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಒನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ದು ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾವೇನಿದ್ರು ಕೃಷ್ಣಗೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಇದಾಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಸರೆಂಡರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ ಬಂದ್ ಥಾಟ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನನ್ ಮುಂದೆ. ನಾನ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಬೈಕ್ ರೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರು ಇಲ್ಲ, ನನ್ ಎಲ್ಲೋದ್ರು ನನ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ಟರ್ನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನನ್ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೀ ಹತ್ರ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಫೀಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ನಾನಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅದ್ ಬಂದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಚಾಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನನ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಹೇಳೋ ಒಂದು ವಿಜುವಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ನಾನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ನಾನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ನನ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂತ ಇದೀನಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ನನ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ, ನೀವ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. ಮಾತಾಜಿ,
ನಾನು ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಫೈನಲ್ ಇಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ.
ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಫೈನಲ್ ಇಯರ್ ಯಾವ ಕಾಲೇಜು?
ಸರ್ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ ನಾನು ಆಂಧ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ, ಶ್ರೀದೇವಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅಂತ.
ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು?
ಆಂಧ್ರದಲ್ಲೇ ಇರೋದು.
ಓ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ನೀವೊಬ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸಿ. See, I request everyone, you should create your own atmosphere. You should be among the devotees. Now we cannot find devotees, so you have to create it. How to create it? When you have this kind of sessions, you just introduce to them, request them, and say, share your experiences to them. So, see, if we are fortunate enough, they will become devotee. Not they are fortunate. If we are fortunate, they will become devotees. So we'll have a good neighbors, good friends, so that who are in Krishna consciousness. So it depends on our endeavor, how much we are strong in preaching to others, so that it is not for them, it is for me. So especially at this age, this is the age where so many deviations in so many attractions other than
ಎಸ್ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ, ನನ್ಗೆ ನಾನ್ ಒಂದ್ 18 days ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಲೈಕ್ ನನ್ಗೆ ಎದೊಳ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನ್ ಚಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದೇನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ. ನಂಗೆ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ನಂಗೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅದು ನನ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ನನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನನ್ಗೆ. ಅದು ನಾನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ನಾನ್ ಏನೇ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ನನ್ಗೆ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದು ನನ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪಿರಿಚುವಲ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಗೆ ಬಿಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಂಗೆ ಅನ್ಸ್ತಿದೆ.
ಎಸ್ ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ಅದು ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಈ ವಯಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆ ಸ್ವೀಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿದಿರ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ಡ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತೀನಿ, ಈ ವಯಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಟ್ಟದಿದೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಕರ್ಷಣೀಯವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ವಯಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಗೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಬೇಗ ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆ ಒಂದೇ ಕಾಪಾಡೋಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯ. ಈ ವಯಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನ ಸುಗಮಯವಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ, ನಿಮ್ ಬ್ಲೆಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು.
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ.
ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಪ್ರಭು.
ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರಾಜೇಶ್ ಪ್ರಭು.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Guruji, I met you in the afternoon. I came to ISKCON.
Yes.
Thank you for your blessings. I want to continue. I need your blessings, Guruji. Thank you.
Definitely, Prabhu. My prayers is always there, Prabhu. So how was your experience, Prabhu? You can share in Telugu or English. It's fine.
Guruji, it was like good. I feel like within 17 to 18 days, I'm blessed, Guruji. I told 2 incidents in the afternoon also while having the meals. It was glory. I'm blessed with Lord Krishna. I want to get Lord Krishna's blessings continuously. So I'll continue these sessions and chanting all the things. Thank you.
Thank you. So how was the day of today? Because
it was like good, Guruji. I mean, because like unexpectedly I came, but my schedules were different, and somehow Krishna pulled me into the ISKCON, and I enjoyed a lot. I felt that I'm pleased and blessed.
Yes. Thank you so much. So today there was a program. There are more than 700 to 800 devotees. Experience being with among the devotees and having such a great feast and so many things, which a wonderful kirtan and glorifications of Gurudev, many things. So see, if you are near to ISKCON, somewhere you can get connected. If you don't have, you can create your own devotee circle. Okay, yes. Next, Balakrishna Reddy Prabhu. Can you unmute?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I wanted to say that I am very fortunate to continue in the group. Actually, I am unable to attend a few classes also, but even then you are giving me an opportunity to continue in same group. And even I am one or the other form of the Sri Krishna. I am always praying it, and Namasmarana is happening. But only thing that I have to cultivate to put it focusedly on Sri Krishna Namasmarana chanting. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to speak few words about Sri Krishna Bhagavan.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for continuing, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Next, Vijaya Mataji. Unmute ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ ನೋಡಿ. Can you unmute? I don't know which language. Unmute ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತಾ ನೋಡಿ. తెలుగు అంటే అక్కడ ఒక ఆప్షన్ వస్తుంది అన్మ్యూట్ చేసేది. Machadi, Tamila, Kurilia. I don't know which language now I should say. Mataji wants to speak, I think, but somewhere she is. Okay, fine. Okay, anyone else? Mataji is not unmuting. Okay, Nagiredi Prabhu. No, Mataji, you have to unmute. Nagiredi Prabhu? You are unmuted, Mataji. Vijay Mataji? Hare Krishna Mataji. You are somewhere outside. ಯಾವ language Mataji ನಿಮ್ದು?
ಕನ್ನಡ language.
ಕನ್ನಡನಾ? ಓಕೆ. ಆಚೆ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಡ್ಯೂಟಿಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
ಮತ್ತಾಜಿ ಆಚೆ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. ಏನಾದರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ?
ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
ಹೇಳಿ ಮತ್ತಾಜಿ.
ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನಾದರೂ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಚ್ಛಿಸ್ತೀರಾ? 18 ದಿನ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ, ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ನನಗೆ ಐಡಿಯಾನೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನನ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಆದಷ್ಟು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಡ್ಯೂಟಿಲಿದ್ದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ಹಂಗೆ
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಯಾವ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಮತ್ತಾಜಿ?
ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಯಾವುದು?
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಕೆಲಸ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ನರ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
ನರ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ 17 ಇಂದ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ. ಓಕೆ. ಎಸ್, ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. ಎಸ್, ನಾಗಿರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಪ್ರಭು. ಎಸ್
ನಮಸ್ತೆ. ನಮಸ್ತೆ
ನಮಸ್ತೆ. ಸಾರಿ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಭುಜಿ.
ಎಸ್ ಪ್ರಭು.
ಸೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಕಂಫರ್ಟಬಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ನೋಡಿ, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ಕನ್ನಡ ಆಗಿರ್ಲಿ, ತಮಿಳ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಲಿ, ಮಲಯಾಳಂ, ಮರಾಠಿ, ಒರಿಸ್ಸಾ, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಕೃಷ್ಣನೇ. ಅಲ್ಲೇನ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ.
ಹೌದು ಪ್ರಭು.
ನೀವೇನು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಸಾಕು.
ಹೌದು ಹೌದು. ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ಹೆಸರು ಒಂದೇ.
ಎಸ್ ಪ್ರಭು. ಎಸ್ ಪ್ರಭು, ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಪ್ರಭು.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಎಸ್, ಸುಚಿತಾ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಸುಚಿತಾ. ಎಸ್, ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
So these 18 days were like very, very peaceful, very blessed. We got this opportunity to listen to Bhagavad Gita, which like many things are there in daily life which we don't know. Unknowingly we do wrong, so we don't even realize that. So in these sessions we could recognize what we shouldn't be doing. Though whenever we are doing something wrong, there is a consciousness from inside which tells us that this is not right, but sometimes it's like we don't even realize that this is not correct. So these sessions not only taught us what should be the ideal way of living, and it is also like very peaceful. When you are doing something right, the like I don't know, I don't have words. The blessings which are there, you can feel it in everyday life. You feel so peaceful. These were really very nice sessions. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. So that is spiritual world, Mataji.
Right.
You cannot put on words. That's what Krishna says. Rajavidya Rajguhyam Pavitram Idamuttamam Pratyaksha Bhagamam Dharmyam Susukam Kartum Abhyam. Only experience. This is something, a fruit, sweet fruit. You have to just taste and experience. No words for explaining I am experiencing, how I am tasting it. That is, yes, ma'am. Sorry, I interrupted.
I was just saying that since childhood, we have been like, I was not into worshipping as such, but yes, whenever I was in pain or some sorrow was there, I used to go to the terrace and talk to the Lord or whosoever is the supreme power. So I used to talk to them, share my grievances, whatever I'm feeling. I used to ask questions, but there was no one to answer those. So those answers I could find in these sessions. So I'm very thankful to you for that.
No, Krishna will answer all the questions, Mataji. But we expect the way that he has to answer us, but he'll not answer in the way. He'll answer in a different way. Somebody else will answer the same question that which is arising in our heart. It can be me also. I'm just an instrument in the hand. That's it. So, or even Bhagavad Gita, or in the books of Srila Prabhupada, small books, somewhere, some devotee will come to you, meet you. So he will answer the questions that you need. Krishna in that way reveals. Yes. Okay.
I went to Vrindavan and Mathura. There I was feeling so peaceful. I have never felt this before. So I feel I'm blessed to take my parents there. And it was a very peaceful journey. And from there, I was so attracted towards Krishna, towards following this way of life. So after this session, I can say certainly it's like I don't have words right now. Thank you so much. That's all I can say.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. You're welcome. Krishna. Okay. Now, anyone else? Okay, thank you. It's already 9. So we can end the session. And tomorrow will be the last session, that is the 18th session. So please don't miss. And you can see yourself in this session also, because the screenshots which I have taken today, it will be in the 18th session. So you can even see that. So final thanks to all that you are continuing with this. And even without you all, what can we do? We cannot just sit in the front of the camera and do. So we also need devotees. So you all were with us, helping us, encouraging us always, turning on the videos, and sometimes even asking questions and everything. Thanks so much. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, looks like Chitra Mataji also wants to say something. Chitra Mataji? Chitralekha.
Chitralekha Mataji spoke, I think.
Chitralekha Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, yes, has spoken.
Yeah, Mataji shared her really.
Okay.
Yes. Now, Anuradha Mataji has turned on the video. Let me see if Mataji is willing to speak. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
I am worrying about tomorrow is the last session, means I felt very bad. I want to continue in this spiritual consciousness. What I learn is from this 18 days, chanting is very habituated for me. Yes. Hare Krishna Mahamanta, whatever the we love, which God I would like, that chanting is habituated. And offering milk to the God, I implemented in my house. So.
No. Mataji, offering milk was for the 3rd session. From the 9th session, it started with a meal. So now you should just offer one a meal, not only milk. Okay. Yes.
And I want to learn all the slokas from Bhagavad Gita. But such a wonderful opportunity I got to listen this 18 sessions in 18 days. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
And without Bhagavad Gita, there is no life.
Yes.
Why? Because every sloka is having such a great meaning. If you understood that Bhagavad Gita, God given why this human being life utilized for to learn the Bhagavad Gita, I can say.
Definitely, Mataji. So no outsiders can understand Bhagavad Gita. You say them. But
you are implementing this opportunity from some WhatsApp. I got this link, sir. So I joined immediately. Why I want to utilize this opportunity. Thank you for giving
What's
this
your mother
opportunity.
tongue, Mataji? What's your mother tongue?
Telugu, sir.
Telugu. Ekrunaru?
Near Kodada, sir.
Kollarla unnaru. Okay, okay, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Okay, now finally, Mahalakshmi Mataji. We missed you yesterday, I think.
So I really missed it yesterday. I couldn't. I mean, no words, Prabhuji, to the experience that we have gained from you, and our humble pranams for all the pains you take to implement all such beautiful ideas into our heads and such beautiful stories. No words, Prabhuji. My humble pranams to you and your team. And most of the things I've already been doing. I am a Tamil Brahmin. So this Nevedyam and giving the chadam, I mean, we normally do rice, purple and nehi. Every day we do. That has been going for many years. From my mother, I have learned that. And one good thing I would like to tell you about my mother is, we were 5 children in my house, 6 children, 5 daughters and 1 son. So my mother never used to get time to chant, sitting like in the near the. So whenever she used to cook, she used to say all the shlokas like Vishnu Sahasranamam and Sundarakanda, whatever. I don't know Tamil to read and write because born and brought up in Bombay. But I'm listening to this, I know most of the shlokas from my mother. So I follow the same practice in my house because of my job and everything. I leave in the morning at 7. So I used to just do all this chanting when I was cooking, when I cook or whenever I do my other work. Like the moment I finish my bath, I used to do the chanting. But you told me that we should, that is also okay, but it is better that if I sit and do. So I've started that practice now, Guruji. In the morning, I try to come. And your further class for us, no, sir?
I will be with you all, Mataji.
Yes. Please,
yes,
sir,
morning
please.
Sessions.
Morning,
sessions.
yeah, morning is okay. Morning is okay.
At least
in fact,
yeah,
please, it's a humble request.
Yes, definitely, Mataji.
And very, very, very beautiful. In fact, one experience I would like to tell everybody. This finger, I have arthritis problem with my thumb. So for me, it is very difficult to do the chanting of that with mala. But I don't know, maybe God's grace, I'm able to do it very nicely in this 18 days. It is moving now. So this is one experience which is very, very good experience that I have faced.
That means
I could never move the finger.
The mercy of the Lord.
Yes, very soon.
Yes.
As I told you, Guruji, like I don't know, my connection with God is whatever I have wished, He has always given me. I'm very, very grateful to God for all the things. Maybe right from childhood that has been implemented into me, like Sri Rama Jayam and Om Namah Shivaya, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Like it is there in my mind always. Even when I leave the house, I chant Hanuman Chalisa. So maybe that is one way of God. Whatever I wanted in life, He has given me everything without asking. I mean, things have been very, very smooth for me by the grace of God. I'm always thankful to God for that. And this Bhagavad Gita was an additional icing on the cake. So very amazing. And all your stories, I've written down all the stories and I keep telling at least one person the story that you tell me. My daughter is still young. She's not ready to get involved in Bhagavad Gita, but I'm trying to, tell her stories. So maybe, but my grandson is very, very God conscious. The moment he sees the God, he will start doing namaskara. So maybe somewhere it will help. But I would like to continue, sir. My humble pranams and Hare Krishna.
Not only continuing, see that your atmosphere also transforms to some divinity kind of. So to others, make them to get connected to the sessions, and they all should chant so that will protect you.
No, now me and my husband, we have started chanting. He also chants. So at least we both have started doing it. Yes. Hare Krishna chant with the japa. Means first, as I said, I used to just keep on saying, but now you have told us the reason how to do it. As I said, as a Guruji, you have guided me properly. I'm very, very grateful, very, very thankful for that. And beautiful experience.
It is only a parampara which is coming.
Yes.
Disciplic succession. From my spiritual master, it comes to me, from me to you to others. In that way, it continues.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and humble pranams to you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you once again to all. So tomorrow will be the last session, that is the 18th session. So I request each and everyone to attend for tomorrow's session. Later part, anyhow, there's a continuation in the morning sessions, 6 to 6:30. But there's the option to join by 5:30 and chant along with Srila Prabhupada. Then weekly once there will be session, that is Sundays we'll be having 1 hour session. So where probably I will be coming on Sundays. So some Bhagavatam, as you all expect, stories, but there I'll be speaking more on philosophy also. So teaching the essence of that story, how should we implement in our life, how should we get to notice Srimad Bhagavatam, all those things. Okay, yes, thank you. So let us wind up this session by loudly chanting once Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you. So now I'll give the option to unmute yourself and leave the session by saying once Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Krishna, Chitralekha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Junath Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Gita Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Gita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Lakshmi Mataji, Hare Krishna. Rajesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Ratna Mataji, Hare Krishna. Chit Kumar, Hare Krishna. Kumuda Mataji, Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shweta Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna to all. Thank you. Chandrasekhar Prabhu. Nagireddy Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna to all. Thank you all for joining the session. We'll end the session tomorrow with the last chapter meeting.